Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Raids, Week 6, Day 7. First thing we're going to be doing is going over the new stuff that's coming out next week. Nothing too over the top, but still new things to go and try to obtain. Anyways, let me go bring that up. It's going to be Centaur week next week, so we're going to have to use a bunch of Centaurs for invasion. It's specifically going to be the Kingdom of Divinian Fields. One thing that is noteworthy about that drop table is in the event key drop table, you'd be able to get the Mythic of Worldbreaker. Though, given that that's the only particularly good drop, it's not really worth throwing event keys next week. But, yeah, he's there if you do want to attempt it, but next week is a week I would pretty much just skip and wouldn't really bother going for. There's also Artima and Orion as well in the drop table, but both of them are pretty useless. Where on earth is the thing for this? I just had it up, and now it's not showing. That's the game itself. Don't want to replace that out. That'd be a fail. Let's see. Where'd it go? I literally just had this up, and now it's like hiding from me. There it is. Found it. Okay. So let me go bring this over here. Bring this so it shows the correct window. And we'll be good to go. Oh, Salty said something! I asked her about something, and she's about to answer. Dun dun dun. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh. So after you show the preview, I would be able to show it on stream. Oh! Oh! Salty said we might be able to... Sorry about that, but Salty might be able to... she hasn't confirmed it 100% yet, but we might be able to stream 3.5 after she streams 3.5, which means Tuesday night, or sometime on Tuesday. Maybe we'll do it midday. Probably Tuesday night, though. But, depends how the day goes. But anyways, yeah. She's about to confirm it soon, TM, but she just said after she does the stream on Monday... or Tuesday Australian time, that we might be able to go stream it ourselves. So that's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff to go over next. So that'll be 2 streams for now then. Not tomorrow's stream, but the following stream. We should actually be able to show 3.5. She hasn't confirmed it yet though. But it does seem like the answer is yes. So that'll be really cool. That'll be the first time we'll actually be able to do it. Of course, she streamed it twice. Once already earlier and once tomorrow as well. She'll be streaming it tomorrow night. But instead of summarizing on Tuesday, I guess we'll actually legitimately be streaming it. And I'll be able to use my account and everything for it as well. And yeah, we'll have a lot of fun. Anyways, let me go bring this up. Bring the window over so we can go and actually go and show this. After like 10 minutes. How long has it been? It's been like 2 minutes now. There we go. That should be the correct window. Let me go make it a little bit bigger so we could actually see. Oh, never mind. It'll become pretty big as soon as we click it. But anyways... So we have these 2 things. We have this for the new invasion troop that's going to be coming in. It's pretty standard, deals damage to an enemy, and if they are a tower, it deals the standard 3 times to 5 times damage based on its ascension, and it also destroys a random row. One thing that's kind of unique about this is currently there's nothing that does it randomly. Every single thing that does destroy of like rows, columns, and stuff like that does it targetably. But it's kind of interesting that they're finally doing a random one. There's random explodes, but there's not random row destroys or column destroys or plus shape destroys or stuff like that. So that'd be kind of cool if they start adding those kind of things in. As far as how useful that is, that's still mana generation, though the chance that it would actually help you is pretty unlikely. And it could backfire a little bit, but nonetheless, it is still mana accumulation that he'll be giving, so still going to be using it. Going to be using it in first slot. He has 33% skull reduction, so really tanky if you're going to be fully trading it. Also, it is more desirable to fully trade them for invasions than raids, because during invasions, you're capable of doing its bonus skull damage to all 4 of the enemies, whereas in raids, you can only do it specifically to the boss. So I'll be using this in first slot, followed by Mang using half mana start, followed by probably Herdmaster and something else. Keep in mind, Ragnagord's in this kingdom too, so if you don't want to go down the Mang route, you could go put a Ragnagord into your team. Though more often than not, I feel like Herdmaster will be best since it has no mana conflict with Mang nor him, and it gives you cleanse plus a lot of mana. Anyways, on to the next one. We have the one that's actually really available through Glory. So we have this little guy. He was originally 1 cast, and then that's it. but I believe they made him not one cast anymore, because no longer on his ability does it say he's only one cast. He's now summons Orion and gives all allies 12 life. What it was before is summon Orion, give all allies some amount of life, plus it was boosted on his magic, and it could only be cast once. But nothing on that card now says it's only castable once, so this might be a infinite cast Orion summon now, which is kind of cool. It was pretty useless before. They increased the mana cost slightly. It was 15 before, now it's 16. But from the reading of the card, it seems to be infinitely summonable. So yeah, you can 100% chance summon a legendary. If I'm not mistaken, this is the only troop in the game that has a 100% chance of summoning a legendary that is common, or actually even just in general. But, oh no, there's Amnesia as well. But as far as, like, this low of a rarity, that's actually pretty interesting. Though, do keep in mind, Orion is one of the worst legends in the entire game. So, despite that, that's not really too beneficial. But still, nonetheless, it's has relatively high stats and stuff like that. Plus, it gives a decent amount of HP. That HP appears to be static as well, so even as a newer player, that would still be giving you that full 12 life gain, so it could be pretty useful early on in the game when you don't have better options. But for the most part, late game, I never see this being even remotely useful whatsoever. It's going to be completely useless. The only thing we might use it for is for whatever bonus it gives. Based on this kingdom, I assume it's going to be +5 glory in PvP, though we'll find out what happens when it actually gets added. Other than that, it has Agile, which is pretty nice, and it has Air Link, which is pretty nice, though that doesn't actually go to its color, unfortunately. Would have been a lot more useful if it was Nature Link. And yeah, those are the two things. We also have a new weapon. The weapon is pretty underwhelming. It's not a Mang weapon either, it's just kind of some kind of weird weapon. It dispels all enemies, which removes all their positive stats effects, then deals a little bit of damage to them, and halves their attack. So this weapon is pretty useless, never really going to see any usage, and yeah, you might still want to get it just for collection purposes, but as far as actually using this weapon, unless it's getting some kind of ridiculously good perks next patch, it is not going to be worth using. Yeah, those are all the things that are going to be coming in. Let's go and move that away. Go put this back where it was, and see if Salty has replied back to us. No, she hasn't. Aww. I hope she replies back before the end of the stream. I'm kind of curious what her final response will be on that. But based on what she just said a few minutes ago, it does seem like we'll be able to go and stream 3.5 on Tuesday. So, unless plans change, with her saying otherwise, that is the plan. And that'll be a lot of fun. I don't actually get to retain any of my progress, unfortunately. But we will be able to show pretty much every feature except a new minigame. But yeah, every other feature we'd pretty much be able to show. Anyways, hello everyone! Hello Tim! Hello Siplam! Hello Techni! Hello Seadog! Hello Questor! Hello William! Hello Enoch! Hello Zidicus! Hello Painting! Hello Captain! Hello Mr. Jesse! Hello Osman! And hello everyone else! Welcome! So, of course, today, raids. It feels like we're starting over again. Let's go do raids. So, let's go head over to... That's not raids. Let's go head over to guild, raid bosses, and I don't believe we claimed the orbs from yesterday, so let me go do that right now. We have 2 orbs. As long as one of these is blue or purple, that makes up for every other drop we've gotten so far. We also got 1 purple, so that one also was pretty much enough. But if we get another blue-purple, it was definitely profit. And... ooh, there we go. It got me at first, but... nice, Orb of Ascension, best possible drop, so that will save us a lot of gems in the future. The best thing I'll most likely be using it on is whenever we go and get a new legend, I might upgrade it to Mythic if it's an insanely good one that I want to have higher stats on. I probably should start doing that some more. I haven't been doing it with a lot of the most recent ones. I even still have some of them that I haven't been doing it on. Like, for example, Glaceon and Bloodhammer would both be really, really good things to go put the little orb on. You can see we only have 1 copy of both, and we could instantly mythic both of them if we use that little orb. I just can't really justify it for the small little bit of stats that we'll get. But those would be pretty good things to go and actually put it into if we really wanted to. Anyways, let's go do the actual raids now. We have 4 battles, and probably only 4 battles, because I have a pretty high chance that we're actually going to miss this. Also, to your previous question, Siplam, no. Dark Dark Monolith is not particularly good with Crimson Bat. Dark Monolith in general is near useless, and I wouldn't really advise using it. Also, with Zidicus just saying that, Happy Father's Day, everyone. Almost forgot to go mention that. But yeah, it's also Diamond Day, as far as Gems of War is concerned. Every Sunday is Diamond Day. They're starting to, like, establish every single day as something, I feel like. Soon, Friday is going to be new content day, too. Let's see, Monday is event switchover. Sundays is talk about the event that's going to be happening. Saturdays are their spoiler day on their social media.
Or Saturday. What date did I say? Saturdays is just spoiler day. Fridays are their new content days, and soon we're probably going to be having an event, weekend-long event every Friday. And Wednesday is pet day, so the only days they currently don't have anything on is Tuesday and Thursday. Are the only 2 days where nothing really occurs. Okay, we'll go and we'll go for a poke there. I guess Tuesday could technically be considered start of Guild War Day, but that's only on Guild War weeks. Regardless, every single week Thursday has nothing. Well, we'll go take the purple. Wait, why am I trying to take skulls? What game mode am I even playing right now? Go throw Mang on him. Let it kill out. And then we go from there. Oh, it didn't surge. Why? And I tried draining it. Oh, okay, that's perfectly fine. You webbing that's actually beneficial to us, because now we do less damage to our hero. This is probably going to miss, but we need it for the barrier. Ooh! Okay, he hit the extra turn on that. That's not good. What do we do? I guess we just take a blue. Actually, purple's more desirable. So we'll go for the purple. It gives him a higher chance. No, it's actually the same chance that he'd get a skull. Right? Yeah, same chance. Okay, he didn't get it, luckily. Nor do we, though. And there's a good chance he'll get a skull if we take that blue. But I don't believe we have another option. We have this brown, but that guarantee gives him skulls, so we obviously don't want to do that. He just killed out our priestess, so it's going to make it a lot harder to hit him. And now I believe we have to give him a skull, which is obviously bad. So we have either yellow. Okay, there's one way we could survive this. We could take yellow into skull. Boom. Yeah, we actually got it. 1 in 7 chance. That's exactly what we needed right there. Like, I think that luck just made us win the battle. If we didn't do that, we probably would have lost this battle. Because our hero would be in one-shot range right now. And we can't re-barrier at the moment either, since we lost the other troop. So, we obviously don't want to take this brown. He gets a skull over there, so we'll take it downwards. We didn't get a skull there, but he did. Ow. Well, it looks like he got the same luck. So we'll throw this on the last slot just to press some damage. No point in really getting Mang up, unless we really wanted to tear all these out the way. Actually, you know what? There is one thing I could go do with Mang. Though it's going to waste 2 turns if I go and do it, but it might be worth it. If we actually get through his team enough, I don't have enough damage to one-shot him. So if we go Mang that, we'll be able to go and one-shot everything on his team. So we'll go do that. Oh, it didn't surge. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we're dead. Nope. Rip. Okay. New plan. Try tapping it one more time before we die. So that'll be the final plan then. Good amount of mana. Skull, I think we just ignore. Though we don't have any other moves, so I guess actually, never mind. We probably just take it then. Grab that. He'll take that. We'll grab yellow. We'll get one more poke in, and that'll be it. So to press a little bit more damage. And dead. Okay, if we lose twice, I'm going to switch team. But I can see this being a theme for these. Also, I didn't even say, thank you, Alex, for your subscribe. Much appreciated. Also, hello, Steve, Jan, and Adam. Welcome. Well, Dark Monolith you would never use ever. Crimson Bat you can get away with. Crimson Bat's really good with fully traded Def as well as any quick true damage team. It's also a pretty strong counter used with Skull Spam against Divines. Actually, it's probably one of the best counters to Divines right now, since Divines are pretty bad against Skull Spam. Because very few Divines actually have Skull Protection specifically. Or at least the more popular ones. Okay, we'll go and... what do we even need here? We need Dark Priestess into a lot of luck. So that's a little bit of luck. Can we get a lot of luck now? Actually, do we just give him a skull? I think we do. But there's no guaranteed way of giving him one currently on the board. Do I just tap the boss then? I think that's the plan then. We'll go for that. And move that over. Which we had a Cascade for that. I do not. Though I guess we'll take the mana and hope he gets a skull out of it. He does not. I might just have to throw it down. We could throw this on his first slot as well and just hope it drains. So if it doesn't, then that'd be quite unfortunate. I think at this point we do just go for the Skull Distract. So we'll go for that. Get a little hit. Extra turned it. That is not what I want. I did not want to extra turn that right there. Though since we did get the mana, I guess we go and... there's 2 skulls, so we're automatically going to get 1. So we'll go to this. He'll take a skull. We'll take a skull. We'll go from there. Okay, he didn't take a skull. Hopefully he'll die to Death Mark. We'll go take a little bit of mana. Now he'll take a skull. We'll take 1. Hopefully we cascade it, otherwise we get hit on hero, which would definitely not be good. And I have no way of stopping it. Yeah, he got it. Okay, so next order of business. Get another barrier on our hero so it doesn't die. So move that over. Don't you dare get that skull out of nowhere. Do we have any cascade here? Green to yellow. Is that worth it? If we get a purple, it would be. I didn't get a purple. It didn't surge either. Surge also would have been nice. Oh, we got a problem. I don't have barrier, and he's about to die. I think we just lost. Oh, no, we can still win. But we'll go to this. We're going to lose our hero, though. That's a given. But we can just double tap that, and then we can just keep buffing this until we skull kill it. Believe we'll be able to take it out. That thing hits so hard, and always hits the weakest, too, so the AI can't incorrectly hit it, unfortunately. So it's always going to do the right move. Okay, I'm going to want to hold this as long as possible. Though, 83 damage. Would that... Okay, that's fine. Yeah, basically what I want to do now is get this thing's mana up immediately as possible, and let him just cast against us. Or hit a skull against us, because that skull will not kill. Then we can Dark Priestess it, and then go from there. And she might end up dying out after that, but we should be able to win. So this will get the last of the damage. If nothing else, at least we got full damage on Zugoff. So we got that covered. I still want to keep holding this, just because I don't think it's worth going for yet. How much is damage is his ability? 86. That still leaves us with enough HP, so I'm going to let him do his thing. He'll hit us. That's not exactly what I wanted you to go do. I forgot you're even targetable. 77 damage. Okay, change of plan. Now that he just did that, he's now going to hit that troop instead. So what we do now is use this on itself, so it barriers. And now we put it back on this one, so it doesn't die as well. And did we just get cleansed? Oh no, she just cleansed herself. She just cleansed the web right off her. Well, we'll go do that. It was actually bad cleansing herself right there. Not like I have any control if she does or doesn't, but... well, unfortunate. We'll go take another skull. He'll take a skull as well. He'll hit us. I don't think I have enough damage to press him down. I don't have a cascade for it. We don't even have anywhere where we could really try for it either. So we'll probably just tap it. This will hit the barrier though, so we are safe for another turn. Taking green or purple would be okay here too, but looks like we're just going to have to take a yellow next turn. And because of that, we'll just throw our ability down. We don't have enough attack to one-shot it, so we'll do that. That brings us into one-shot range. Or at least a skull-related one-shot range. We can take red to yellow, though we only need the yellow aspect of it. Though it does give us a cascade chance for skull, though it also gives him yellow extra turn for sure, so I'm not going to do that. Ooh, he gets a skull out of it. That's bad. Yeah, our only hope now is nothing. If I Dark Priest this one, she dies. So, it's over. It's over. Best I can do is get one more kill, but that doesn't actually win us the battle. And we're dead. There we go. Yeah, we were going to lose regardless at this point. And down it goes. Well, 2 times down. Should we go do the Grave Knight team? Better late than never. Oh no, I don't really care for the Grave Knight team. Grave Knight, of course, is kind of like Mang, except slightly worse. It destroys an enemy's armor and then deals some damage to it. So it has that full armor tier. The only real big issue with this is it's just not doing that much. It's doing the armor tier, and it'll allow us to kill the front lines better, but it doesn't give us any assist to that back line. But I will go try it. Let's go get rid of Dark Priestess. Let's get rid of Mang. Let's get rid of Wraith and see what else we need at this point. So we're going to need her because we're going to need more damage. We're going to need to change our banner as well, whatever we end up doing for it. Weapon, we'll probably go with that Hope's Crescent thing. Let's see. Hope's Crescent, which deals triple damage if they have more HP, which they're pretty much always going to have. This now covers every color, and now we just need one other troop onto our team in order to help us with mana generation. So we're actually going to put this down a bit just so it stays safe. But yeah, all we need now is just one other troop. I guess we go for something that can give both of them mana. So maybe something like a Flesh Golem in front. Could be okay. I let it tank for a little bit, because we're kind of going the tank route this time and just cast spamming. So we'll go with Flesh Golem this time around. He has 20% this week for the next few hours. So we'll go with that. And Flesh Golem, Carmella, Grave Knight. Actually, you know what? We could just move the thing down and just use everything as a tank. But what if we need damage? I think we'll have enough damage. Oh no, we'll find out. So Banner Rise, what do we need? I guess +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow isn't horrible. We could also go +1 green, +1 purple, or +1 green, +1 red. I want to kind of give a +1 to that just so it goes. Still want to go all in Flesh Golem though too. So you know what, I am going to -1 our Carmella. Probably not the best of ideas, but since we have the explosion, I think that will be fine. And yeah, we'll give this a shot, see what happens, go from there. And see if we can actually win with this. And just go the mana route on them. Okay, so let's get into the battle. I was like, hello Max, welcome! Ooh, Valraven. Of course we would get a Valraven on the battle that we're testing to see if it would work. But, Yeah, we'll see what happens. Everyone's been saying this week to go use Grave Knight, so see how well it can perform. We will be two-shot so ridiculously easily. Also, there's no point in us ever taking skulls for the duration of all this. I'm actually going to take this for slightly less mana and hope for a red. Actually, you know what? Never mind, I'm not going to do that. So we'll go do that. He gets a little bit of mana off that from the Cascade. He already gets a kill. I don't have any way to really get rid of some of this stuff. Let's see. You don't boost ratio off of anything other than just having more life, right? Or them having more life. So we're just going to ignore everything and just go all in on the boss then, most likely. Okay. Yeah, I don't really care for the Grave Knight. I don't care for the Grave Knight. I'd rather just skull spam and try for that. And just test our luck with that. There's too many things to have to deal with. Okay, we'll go Grave Knight this. And start chipping it down. Okay, that hit our hero, which means that weapon is basically useless for a short duration of time. We'll go take a little bit more mana for Carmella. At least if we're going to lose this battle, let's get some damage in. Though, obviously, we'd want to try not to lose it if we still can, but it's heading pretty close to that point. We do use all mana once we've reached this point as well, which is kind of nice. Do have to keep in mind that we have reduction on yellow, though, but we do have an increase on purple and red. So we can use that to our advantage. I'd want to be using this other weapon on the first slot, though it's not currently up. I need to get its mana so this actually dies out before it keeps mana draining us, which we obviously don't want to have happen. We don't get a skull or anything. That would have been very useful if it did. Nothing I can do about that mana drain. Almost guarantee going to hit our hero. Also, because this yellow here, I'm about to do mine. It will do hers, and then we're kind of stuck because we'll have to take this yellow next turn. And that is a horrible move to take, and it's the only move on the board. But we'll be stuck having to take it. We'll go start focusing on the Valraven some. He went for a horrible move, but we're still stuck exactly with what we had here. So he's going to get a skull. Oh, you know what? That's not horrible. The fact that he just reduced the armor by that much, by 77, it's actually enough to kill it now. And I have to give it that move because there's no other move on the board. Okay, skull. Is it worth going for? I guess so. That almost brings it into kill range. Though I'd probably be wanting to throw that on the boss instead of that because we're so close to losing at this point. So we'll go and throw this onto the boss, get our ability up, and go from there. We are -1 on it, but if we could still go Surge, we should be fine. This on Surge is still full mana, even though it's -1. Of course, it didn't Surge. Well, now we can't take a yellow. It would either have to Surge, or we have to take a blue that doesn't Surge, or Surge. Either or would work. Yeah, out of safety's sake, I guess we'll go throw this onto the boss. She can clean up the boss now with one more hit, and that's how we'll kill that out. We'll take a skull here. Regardless of which one goes down, it is very unfortunate. Actually, even more so if the Carmella goes down. Actually, I don't know. Which one do we have the higher chance of winning with? I guess technically the hero, but the problem with that is we don't have enough damage to kill the boss, whereas if we had Carmella living, we could at least kill the boss, if nothing else. Okay, apparently we're not killing the boss. But it looks like we're going all in then. He's going to web me. Not much we can do against that. Actually, since he's going to be webbing me, I might as well take a mana I don't actually need. So we'll try for Skull, and of course he gets it. Rip. Didn't even get a single kill. Yeah, we're not doing that. Nope. Nope. I'd rather go with pure luck than bother with that. Get a Wraith in there. Get a Mang back in there. That's not a Mang. That is a Mang. And get the Dark Priestess back in there. That is not the Dark Priestess. And there we go. Okay. And let's put our banner back to what it was. Let's just go with a different banner this time. What were we on? Green? We should just go green-purple and just spam it like crazy. Just so it's really consistent mana. What did I have it on before? I think I had a +1 blue, so I could go and get Carmella up a bit without having to worry about Wraith. But let's just go on Dark Priestess. 4th time's the charm. Anyways, let's go get a shot. I don't need to switch anything else around. Should be good. And let's get into it. Hello, Chaotic. Welcome. And if anyone has any questions, anything you want me to go over to such, let me know. Let's see if Salty replied back to us yet. Oh, she didn't reply back. Come on, Salty. We need your reply. But yeah, from what she said, it does look like we'll be able to stream next patch starting Tuesday. I really hope that's the case. Okay, we'll go take the blues. Go see if we have a drain of any sorts. Please drain. Don't do true damage. That's not useful. We'll go and poke it. Just because I don't want him cascading anything from it. Who knows, maybe he'll Deathmark die off that. Very unlikely, but if you were to ever do it, now would be the perfect time. Of course, you get cleanse instead. Luckily, that can't actually drain us, and this actually helps us because of the web. So we're just going to go and throw the barrier onto our hero so we get the extra damage we need. We get a poke. That's not what I need, though. What we do now is just get our mana right back up, and should be good to go from there. So just need him to hit me once. That's perfectly fine if he goes takes in that. We need a green or purple right now. Neither of which are available. I guess we go and set up a skull. Hope he takes the top one and go from there. So we'll do that. He takes the top one, which is exactly what we need them to do. Though, because there's so many skulls, I'm just going to go and try our luck right now with this. And we completely miss. Oh, that hurt. Okay, we're in trouble. We can still go barrier one more time, though. But that is very close to losing the battle. So we'll take that. See if we can get another green of sorts. As long as we don't get a skull there, we're fine. Also, we need a surge. That's not good. It's going to kill hero. I need an extra turn right now or we lose. There's 2 ways we could do it, though. 3 ways, actually. Purple there, or yellow there all win us the game. Though if we get none of those 3, we lose. Oh, we lost. Oh, wait. Never mind. He Zugofed instead. We still have a chance. Because he decided to Zugoff kill our Camilla. So we're still in this, ever so barely. By ever so barely, I mean, we might actually win. It's not over yet, though. I'll take that green. Oh, no, we're frozen! No! Should have taken the skull. I don't know why I thought she wasn't frozen. Rip. Should have taken skull. Actually, would that skull have even killed? I don't think it would have. So if it wouldn't have killed, it would have still been the exact same fate, regardless. But, fail. That is top tier fail right there. Okay, anyways, we're dead. That was kind of to be expected, but rip. That one we deserve to lose. But, yeah, we didn't really score too much this final day. We ended up scoring 22,452 total. So it's not too bad. I think that was about the same as Squeaks, but a lot of people actually did get a lot lower with the exact same amount of battles. Like, almost my entire guild goes to tier 3. And I know Crow did, and it's only at 10,000. So I guess we did okay, being like double that. Still pretty low, though. But most of the leaderboard just people who's throwing down multiple packs, though. Like tier 6 or something like that. So we did okay, given tier 3, I think. Hard to really gauge it, but based on my own guild, it seems we did okay. What arcane traits What arcane trait stone can we buy for glory tomorrow? Greens. Pure greens. The only thing you would really use it for is to fully trait array or to fully trait archer. Most likely fully trait archer, because archer is the best thing you could ever use green on. But yeah, fully traded archer is the only thing you'd really use it for. Though it is very, very useful. Not only is it already useful, but it's getting buffed even further next patch with some fun traits. But yeah, Archer currently is the most well-rounded hero class in the game. I think that's still actually technically the case starting next patch as well. Or not starting, it's just, it's going to retain basically being the most well-rounded hero class. It's already been really good at it, and it's going to be maintaining that too. It's going to be even better first slot too, starting next patch. It's going to get some fun traits that would allow it to be used in first slot a little bit better, even though it already technically can be used in first slot, though most people use Archer currently as a second or third slot troop. But, yeah, Bullseye into the 50% chance to instant kill is the highest instant kill on any hero class, as well as the just 50% mana start makes it good with both casting as well as with skulls. So it's really very well-rounded. Anyways, that's that. That was a complete fail on raids, though it was Golvania. There isn't much to really expect when you get a kingdom that horrifically bad as a event. Centaurs are also semi-bad, though we at least have some good options, like Herdmaster, World Breaker. That's about it. We have those two, but still, those are really good options. Herdmaster's an insanely good mana generator. Ragnagord's an insanely good mana generator if you're not using Mank. And World Breaker's also, again, really good. Might take a little while to get his mana up, but if you just Herdmaster into Herdmaster into World Breaker or Ragnagord into World Breaker, it'll work out really well. There's also a hero class related to Centaurs, though I'm pretty sure I'm just going to use a half mana start instead of the Centaur hero class. I'm not fully certain yet. Yeah, we'll throw a firebomb down. See if we can get Sunbird going. Ow, that hurt. Luckily we get all of our HP back. He almost just killed it! Oh, by the way, spoilers, because I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to kind of say it because he keeps spoiling so many things. But, there's actually some traits that various hero classes will get that's basically exactly like Karnex's final trait, which is going to be interesting. It just goes to show you how horrible Karnex's trait is. Starting next patch, it's going to be one of the 10 traits that hero has. That is how weak that trait is, but it's still pretty competent if you combine it with the fact that you have 9 other traits. I'll go take the skull and down it goes. Oh wait, that's not dead. Oops, I should just threw Sunbird. Hey, we got a map. Not like it matters. We're getting plenty of maps just from using Doom Skull teams. And just naturally over time. Okay, throw a firebomb in there. Get another firebomb going. Get a Rowan. Go from there. Ooh, we just got so much mana. Better not disable anything important. Oh good, he got killed off of that. We'll take another skull and that should be match as soon as we Sunbird. We're really close to it. 10 HP, okay. I guess we'll go and Rowan it once off the extra turn just so we don't waste time, and down it goes. Sweet. And of course it is Diamond Day, so let's go spend our 50 gems and get a bunch of diamonds among other resources. 2 gem keys, a bunch of diamond souls, celestial, very nice. Definitely worth it for the 50 gems on this day. Every other day, not so much, but definitely on Sundays, it's worth throwing the 50 gems every single time. Because it helps increase the speed at which you'll be able to go and get yourself a mythic. Anyways, that's that. Let's just spend most of the rest of our time in PvP. I believe I did all the event objectives for the week. Let's see. Let's just double check and go down the line. So extra PvP soul farming I don't really need. It's much faster just using a legitimate team. And as far as the objectives, we basically doubled it. Pretty sure there's some people like 10 times plus over top of it, but there we go. And yeah, so let's go get some PvP wins, I guess. I'm probably going to start grinding out hero class wins as well. It still has yet to be confirmed if all of our EXP carries over. But assuming it's like the beta, spoilers, it does carry over. I don't know if it has been confirmed if it will or not. But if it's based like the beta is, it will. Which means I have a lot of hero classes to max out. I currently only have, I think, 3 hero classes max. I have Archer maxed. I have Dragon Guard maxed. I have Sorcerer almost maxed. And that's it. So I've got a lot more hero classes to do. There's like, what, 13 hero classes? And I have 2 of them maxed. So, of course, not all of them need to be maxed. Some of their final traits are actually horrible, that some of them have for options, but still. Some of them are really, really good. Assassin. And a few other ones as well. But, yeah, we'll be going over that quite a bit more. Hopefully next week if Salty says yes on the streaming it. But for now, we'll be working on Titan, because Titan's already a good hero class, and all the good hero classes that are currently good are still good next patch. They're just even better next patch. They go from being good to being insanely good, pretty much. What's the new event coming tomorrow? It's going to be for Divinian Fields. It's going to be a bunch of Centaurs. I went over it earlier, but we can go and just kind of briefly mention it again. But we are getting a pretty standard invasion troop. So nothing really too special there. But as far as the one you'll be able to obtain from Glory, it's a common troop. It's pure green. It gives all other allies 12 life. All allies 12 life, including himself. And it also summons an Orion. Orion is a legendary from the kingdom. And yeah, this common will have a 100% chance of summoning a legendary, which is kind of cool. Do keep in mind though, he has a 16 mana cost, so a very, very expensive mana cost to go and do it. But for early game players, it is going to probably be a decent summon to use. If you don't really have any other options. Still not the greatest thing. Like things like, what's that one thing that creates like 8 red? Dark Priestess? No, it's not that. But there's something in Darkstone that creates 8 reds and then summons an anointed one or that other thing. Generally, summons like those are better than that, but still, if you needed like a life gain for whatever reason, it's going to be pretty useful. Also, I like how we didn't actually double kill, but we did because Burn did it. We didn't get the initial double kill, but the Burn cleans up the double kill. I've never seen it actually do that before. It's funny. Alright, we'll go get a Mercy down and go from there. That should be all the mana we need. Throw in Furnace and pretty much dead. We'll need one more tap on both. And that will be it. And down it goes. Titan in Forge, you don't have it. Crater? You mean Queen Titania? Titania is useful, though I don't think it's useful enough that it'd be worth crafting. I don't know, if you feel like you don't have enough PvP options and you needed like a really heavy damage source, or if you feel like your Red Guild War day isn't going that well, then you can craft her. Though personally, while she is a really good troop, I don't know if it's actually really worth it for the benefit that she'd give to you. It really depends on if you can fully trade her or not. If you feel like you need more damage or a red assist and you have the trait stones for her, then probably go for it. But I would hold off for Tesla or Dragon Soul, or wait and just put it into a good Mythic instead. But if you do need the extra damage, it's definitely worth crafting. How could you possibly use Ragnagord next week? He's not a Centaur? Oh, my bad. I thought he was. I totally thought he was. My bad. Yeah, you can't use Ragnagord next week. I keep forgetting. He's not actually Centaur. He's Wild Folk. My bad. Yeah, you can't use Ragnagord next week. Ignore that. Just use Herdmaster instead. Yeah, here's everything that you can use next week. My team's most likely going to be... let's just get a red-blue as a placeholder. Pretend Vanguard's the new troop that's coming into the game. So the team is going to be... Actually, I should probably put a different red-blue there so it's easier to tell. Let's put like a Crimson Bat there. Crimson Bat? Oh, clear filter. Let's put a Crimson Bat there. Okay, so that's going to be the new troop. And the rest of my team will most likely be... let's see, Centaur. So some kind of hero weapon. Definitely Herdmaster. We need that for mana generation purposes. Probably Worldbreaker because we can. And with that being said, we probably go Mang then. To fill the last little gap for the damage and everything. And that'll be that. And hopefully we can go 100% win rate this time. Let's see, put that there. Oh, that's not what I meant to switch. Yeah, we'll put it like that. That seems fine. So that will probably be our team. What are we missing? Or is that every color? Nope, that's everything. So that will be the new invasion troop, followed by hero using Mang, using probably Titan hero class, which is what we're already using. Followed by Herdmaster, followed by Wardbreaker. And of course, if you don't have Wardbreaker, you can use any green from the kingdom. And any green from the kingdom would be, let's see. Also, you could also use that new red-green Hope's Crescent thing from a couple weeks ago, and then just use a different brown from this kingdom. But let's see. If you don't have the Centaur, I guess you would end up going with... that's not too good. Stargazer's not too good. Orion's useless. Hind is useless in this context. Oh, wow. There's actually not a good option. Orion's Legends, but you can't 100 mark them, so that loses almost all of its value. And it doesn't hit enough true damage to be worth it within that game mode. I guess you would actually just go with Arthena then. Because there aren't too many other options that would really be worth it underneath green other than Wardbreaker. I didn't really think about that, but that is one of the only really good green options under Centaurs, surprisingly, other than using your hero for it, of course. Because Arthena is decent. Out of everything that you would use, that'd probably be the best, but still not the greatest. Dragatar would only be good if you were using multiple dragons, which if you didn't have Wardbreaker, then you pretty much wouldn't have multiple dragons. You technically could set your hero as Dragon Guard, but I don't think it would be worth doing that. Hind's only good if you have Entangle, and there's no good Entangle in this entire... no Centaurs have good Entangles. Orion is useless. Also, he's even more useless in this game mode than the normal useless that he normally is. Stargazer denies your blue, but it would give you attack, so I guess Stargazer wouldn't be horrible. I think Stargazer would actually be the way to go then. Because it removes blue after you lose your first troop. Plus, you can use this to synergize with its 3 times, 4 times, 5 times damage of the new troop that's going to be coming in. And you can go do that to... yeah, it's Stargazer is what you put there then. And you'd be able to go and use that to increase its damage even higher. So if you're giving it something like 20 attack, or let's say 15 attack, you'd be giving it 45 additional damage at minimum, assuming you have it fully traded, which is definitely worth trading them on evasion weeks. But yeah, Stargazer would be your option then if you don't have Wardbreaker. Actually, I might even just switch to Stargazer. I'm not sure. It's just we're going to be getting so much excess mana off of Herdmaster that I'd rather put it into Wardbreaker than into Stargazer. Anyways, that seems to be the way we're going to go down with it. Seems perfectly fine. May make some tweaks to it, but we have pretty much every component we need. Actually, in a way, we could even go without the invasion troop and instead use... just go a mana generation thing and just go spam Wardbreaker and try winning off an infinite Wardbreaker. I believe no towers have mana drain, right? I don't believe they do. So we could just go infinite Wardbreaker into the win if we truly wanted to. And at that point, we could just go 3 times Dragon Team as well. And just go and put this in the first slot. Or something weird like that. I don't know. But, yeah, we could kind of work something like that out if we really wanted to. But yeah, this is pretty much what I'll be using. The new invasion troop, Mang, or at least initially, new invasion troop, Mang using Titan or Archer, Herdmaster and Wardbreaker. Or Stargazer if you don't have Wardbreaker. And there we go. That's pretty much what I'll be using for next week then. For the Centaurs. Let's see. You're here. You're from Brazil, play on Android, and you're searching for a guild to play. Check the Gems of War forum. There's quite a few people, guilds, recruiting. Sunday and Monday tend to be the 2 biggest days for recruiting. Also, with that being said, I do have a slot available, by the way. If anyone is in late game that's interested. Our requirements are, let's see. Let's bring up the little screen for it. It would be a lot easier. But yeah, we have 1 slot available right now. Well, someone I'll be kicking. But the requirements are 1 million gold, 300 trophies, 1,500 seals, doing all the Guild War battles and all the other activities. You know, the 3 weekly guild events, the Guild Wars or the raids or the invasions. You know, there's a different one every week. This week was raids, next is invasions. Being able to score decently in all those game modes. Level 3 Sentinels and upgrades in them, so tier 3 packs for the things, and level 3 Sentinels for Guild Wars. And yeah, if you do all those requirements, let me know. And I do have 1 spot available if any of you want to, if you can easily do those requirements and want to join. What about using Oracle Hero class? I'm considering it, though I don't think I will, because I feel like half mana start will be better. Then again, with World Breaker, if we're going World Breaker spam, it might be worth it. Though, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't that hero class only benefit from the enemy looping, not yourself? I'm pretty sure it's like 2 magic when the enemy casts or something. All Centaurs gain 2 magic when an enemy casts a spell. So, ideally, you'd want the enemy not casting your spells. You'd only gain a benefit from this if the enemy is specifically casting a bunch. And I feel like a half mana start would be a lot more beneficial. But yeah, it would count as a Centaur. It would give you higher stats. I forget what the Centaur bonus is, but... yeah, I don't know. We could consider it, because we do have a lot of Divinion Fields in our team and stuff like that. We'll consider it. I'm not fully certain if we'll go the Centaur route, though. Initially, we will most likely be going Titan. Anyways, back to PvP. Also, hello, Hank. Welcome. You're stuck on what, Tiger? What do you need help with? I can definitely try to help. I just need to know what it is. Alright, we'll take the purple there. Throw that down. But yeah, I wouldn't really bother going with Oracle for next week. If you don't already have it traded, you're way, way, way better off just using something with a half mana start. And even with everything traded, I'm still considering using the, not using the Centaur hero class and just going with a standard 50% start. Really, really good idea still. As well as into next patch as well, to just get Archer first and just use that as your main hero class. It is the most well-rounded hero class and still will retain as one of the most well-rounded hero class starting next patch. And it's just, if you ever want to not have to constantly keep switching it, it's definitely the way to go. Has basically every component you'll ever need. It has half mana start, has decent skulls, works amazingly in raids, works decent in invasions, though do keep in mind its instant kill doesn't work and in that game mode. And it just overall works in pretty much every team you'd ever use a hero in. Let's see, we'll go for the double kill there, and then just throw the Infernus down, and that will essentially be matched. Get that down, we'll do a little Mercy, that'll be pretty much be it. See if we can get a Mercy in there, does look like it. We'll get a little bit of mana. Hello, Tuzin, welcome. Also, for any of you that don't know, you get Archer hero class from completing a Forest of Thorns. Most people do that anyways in order to get a free Rowan, which is one of the best Kingdom epics that you get for free. So you would get that, and then you would end up getting the hero class immediately after like a few more quests within the kingdom. What can I replace, or what can you replace Infernus with in this PvP team, or just in general? In this particular team that we're using right now, probably... That's a tough one. Trying to think of what ideally we would need. I'm trying to think like divine options that fits in that slot. Coming up with none at the moment though. We already cover every color, so it's pretty versatile technically what we could put there. I guess hero class using Dawnbringer would be your next best bet. Or hero class using any of these slightly better weapons. Alright, we'll go through Infernus now. And you can also set it as Divine and still get the half mana start and everything by using the Divine hero class. Okay, are we frozen on red? Let's not make the mistake we made in raids this week. Okay, let's go do that. We'll get the mana drainer dead. I'm not taking the blue because we're frozen on it. And I didn't have Mercy alignment, so that would have been pointless to cast. And now we just need one more hit, ideally into a Mercy, and we actually have it sitting there, so perfect. 1 mana off, really? That's it, just one? Okay, we'll go just take the mana we need, throw in a Furnace down, go from there. And 1 HP. We'll just let it die to burn. And down it goes. I don't know. Tech Knight, are you interested in joining the guild? Actually, I don't even think he's here anymore. He was at the beginning of the stream. I don't think he's here now, though. He normally doesn't stay for too long, though. He likes hopping around a bunch. Also, I don't think there's anything technically coming in next patch that is beneficial from being within a guild. Like this patch, we ended up getting features that you did need to be in a guild for, like for example, pets. While technically you don't need to be in a guild to obtain pets, to be able to obtain a lot of pets, you do need to be in a guild. Okay, we'll go through in a Furnace down. But yeah, none of the features specifically coming next patch are guild related. And they would all be able to be played and fully utilized outside of a guild. And we'll go for the double kill here. Oh, as I give him that, fail. Not that big a deal though, but we'll go for that. Even through 75% reduction, it's barely going to make a difference. Also, I don't know if you guys saw the other day, we ended up doing it on the other stream because some people requested for it. I think it was on the longer stream on last Saturday. But we ended up killing the 100% reduction, what's his name? Stonehammer, using just Doom Skulls. It's pretty funny. Are we getting a new Mythic this month? Yes, the new Mythic is coming out on... Well, I don't think it's this month. I think it's beginning of next month. But the new Mythic is coming on... 1 second. Trying to find the little date thingy. Mythic. Next Mythic is... on the date of July 6 is the new Mythic. That is, what, 2 weeks from now? Not next Friday, but the following Friday, right? Somewhere around there. But yeah, July 6. It's a green, purple, red. It is Beast and Dark Trait Stones. It's Mythic Rarity. It's Divine Fae, so yet another Divine that could be used with Divine Ishbala, yet again. Also, it's a Fae, so it might bring Faes back a little bit. As far as its ability, it's as of currently, though it could easily be switched by then. It steals magic plus 2 life from the 2 weakest enemies, and then steals 8 magic from the 2 strongest enemies. So basically, it counters out a little bit of everything. It kills out the weakest ones while weakening the ones that get to live. So pretty good. Well, not pretty good. It's decent. The concept of it seems nice. The biggest problem with this is like the problem with almost every single true damage in the entire game, other than like Marilith, like maybe a few other options. It is very, 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 very bad due to not having any kind of extra turn potential. Same problem that's plaguing true damage in general these days. True damage has fallen way behind Doom Skulls, explosions, board control, and just everything. Just because, and half mana starts. Just because, well, for one, they don't really have any half mana starts on any of the good divines. I mean, any of the good true damages. But also because there is just no way to keep their mana going. It's much better to just physical damage infinite loop than it is to ever bother using a true damage due to how the lack of loop within true damage currently. So yeah, she's in concept pretty decent, though in practice is going to be near useless, is pretty much what she's going to be. As far as your unique trait, she does Fairy Fire a random enemy on red matches, which is kind of like what a Queen Titania does, except different. It does on red instead of on extra turns. Which in a way is technically worse. I don't know, it depends how you look at it. But more often than not, I think that would be worse. Because I feel like it'd be slightly easier to extra turn than it would be to take a red. Unless you're having a really bad board. Though given that she's normally going to be used with true damage, which means probably not that much board control, I guess her technically having it on red instead of extra turn is technically more beneficial for her, since she's not really going to be gaining as many extra turns due to just how true damage teams work. Yeah, true damage at one point was the best mechanic in the game. Like, the strongest possible thing you could ever do to kill out another team. These days, it's not even close. Yeah, we'll go throw that down. But yeah, almost everything that does true damage these days is useless. The only exception to that is basically Miststalker early on in the game, just because it's so insanely good. Crimson Bat, more so for his traits than his actual true damage. And Marilith, because it's like the only true damage in the game that actually has some board control. Oh, also Corvash, because more so for his stun than his actual true damage, though. And his mana drain as well. Yeah, basically everything that's good with true damage is only because they do something else better. And we get a triple kill from the glitch. Very nice. And down it goes. Question. What was your question? I answered the previous question. Did you ask another one, though? In which chest can you find Lady Ironbeard? She would be in Glory and Gem Chest, so do keep in mind she's completely a random drop. But you can find her in Glory and Gem Chests. Also, keep in mind, if you are interested in upgrading the new weapon upgrades that are going to be available for every weapon in the game starting next patch, make sure to save some of your gem keys if you can. Mainly because you're going to be needing them in order to obtain a lot of those little things that upgrade your weapons. So do keep that in mind. One of the main ways to obtain them is from specifically gem keys. So you'll want to have a lot of gem keys on reserve next patch. Okay, we'll go throw Infernus down, and we'll throw it down one more time, and that'll be the final blow we need. See what else we can take here. Looks like a red into nothing. Yeah, pretty much. We'll take a red into brown. Didn't get it. He gets nothing out of it as well. Is there anything even worth taking? Doesn't look like it. Let's take the brown. To even get the skull off it, which would have been useful. Very useful, but we didn't get it. Alignment, where are you? I guess we'll just go take another brown, start slowly working them up. Nice little thing right there. Get rid of the barriers and dead. Only gem keys? They'll be obtainable from battles. They'll be available from gem keys, and they'll be available from PvP. By PvP, I mean, unless they're changing it. Of course, nothing's like official. But basically, every battle you do has a chance of giving you a Ignat. It's not a 100% chance, but it is a chance. It basically seems like the old low drop rate for like trait stones from battles seems to be the chance. I think it's about 1 in 5, 1 in 10 battles or something. Ends up giving you a little weapon upgrade, Ignat. Other than that, this thing over here, these tier rewards will now have, I forget if they're replacing anything out, but they're going to be adding Ignats across this entire board here. So you'll be able to go and get Ignats from these. I think they're replacing out Glory. I think they're replacing one of these resources with basically Ignats every day, starting with the lowest one, common, then rare, then ultra rare, then epic, then legendary, then mythic for the final one. So they'll be easy to obtain that way. You get them from every battle you do, and I believe it's literally every. I don't think it has to be specifically in any game mode. And other than that, gem keys make up a good bulk of them, particularly the higher rarity ones, ultra rare to mythic ones is where you'd be getting a good bulk of them is from specifically gem keys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't believe there's any other instance in the game where you actually specifically obtain them. Ignat, it's Ingot. It's Ingot, right? Something like that. Also, as far as the Soulforge, you cannot actually craft them. You can and you can't. The crafting system for them is simply a conversion system. I don't think I've ever mentioned that yet, but I might as well just say it, because Salties doesn't want to show it. But yes, they are technically craftable, but they're also technically not craftable. The thing that they're craftable by are other Ignats. So you need Ignats in order to craft Ignats. Kind of like how you need trait stones to craft other trait stones. So, yeah, technically you can't craft them, even though you can. There's no direct way to use a different resource other than Ignats to get Ignats. You have to use Ignats to get other Ignats. But let's say you have a bunch of common ones and you want a rare one. You can go convert a bunch of them into a rare, and so on and so forth. You can convert rares to ultra rare to epic, epic to legendary, and legend to mythic. Though I don't think you would ever bother really converting them, because assuming the normal drop rate of how they're going to be coming into the game, you're pretty much going to get them all maxed out at about the same time. So you won't really need to convert them much. But if you did want to, the option is there. It does run through souls every single time you do, though, of course, so it's pretty much a waste to bother converting them. It also takes a lot of them to be able to convert it, like a pretty ridiculous amount, to the degree that you'd probably never want to convert them. I learned it falsely. Would it be better to try to max all classes before the update, or wait? There's no 100% confirmation that the stats that we have now will roll over to next patch. From what we can currently tell, it does appear like it will, though nowhere has it been confirmed that it will. But assuming it is, yes. Let's assume that it will roll over. You should be farming like 5,000 wins on every hero class. And I know that's a ridiculous amount of wins, but that is about how many you need in order to max out each hero class. I currently only have 2 max, despite playing since hero classes were released. Though I have like excessively over the top amount on those 2, but still, only 2 of them currently maxed. It will take a very long time. I think we broke it down earlier. What was it? 180 hours, did I say, per class? Or something like that? Let me break it down again. It takes like 5,050, I believe it was. And you can win about, let's say you go do Explore. You're winning 3 battles per minute. You're winning 180 per hour. So 180 into that. It takes 28 hours approximately per hero class to max it. And there was like, what, 13-ish hero classes? 15? Somewhere around there. Let's say 14. 14 times 28 comes out to 392. Yeah, that's what the number I was looking for. It takes about 392 hours of specifically trying to max out every hero class, Though do keep in mind, there are other things that can make your hero classes level up quicker. There'll be specific events where you'll be able to go and specifically gain EXP for them. They're basically class events, where it'll be for a specific class, like let's say the Archer class, and it will end up giving you extra EXP by just simply playing an event. And you can also end up buying more EXP during that event via gems, of course, as they are with everything these days. But, yeah, you could easily power level it. You can literally just throw like a few thousand gems on it and just instantly have it maxed out instead of spending the 28 hours to max it. Or you could play the event and just have it speed up a little bit and other stuff like that. But yeah, assuming you do it all from scratch, or if you were to preemptively do it now, it would take about 28 hours per hero class. And that's assuming 3 wins per minute. But you can easily 3 win per minute as long as you have okay stats with Sunbird Rowan and Double Firebomb. Okay, we'll go and nothing really good to do here. He's going to get a convert. I don't think it has alignment though, so we should be okay. And okay, it's fine. He did go a little bit in there, but not much. Could move all that down, throw in Furnace, and pretty much dead. Maybe get one more little follow-up or something, but looks like it'll go down. Get a Mercy on it. And a smash. Dead. What will be the requirement for the 10-star nuke update? That I actually don't know off the top of my head. I think it's actually harder than what 10-star is now. Go figure. But I think it's actually, from what I last recall when I looked at it, I'm pretty sure it's harder than what current 10-star even is. Even though no current 10-star even exists. But yeah, that's slightly unfortunate. I was actually going through them earlier, and it looks like I might have been wrong. For the most part, it seems like most of the stars are harder to obtain, not easier to obtain, which is a little unfortunate. But yeah, we'll see exactly once we get past 10 stars and stuff like that, what all of them will be, and what some of the lower ones are. But yeah, they're not necessarily easier. It's a lot easier to understand what you need to do, though as far as actually doing it is still pretty much just as difficult as it's always been. Alright, we'll go, and which we kind of expected already. It's just, I was overestimating how much easier it would have been made. It was barely made any easier at all. If even easier. Could have technically, in some circumstances, be considered harder. Like, you could potentially have 5-star next kingdom, or next patch, yet the requirements for 5 stars you might not actually have. Because whatever you currently have will roll over into next patch, so do keep that in mind. So if you are skeptical about it, just start getting as high of a star level as you can on literally every kingdom you have. Before next patch would be helpful. But it is possible for you to, let's say, have 5-star now, yet well, you might not be able to have 5-star requirements. Like whatever the 5-star requirement is, you might not even have it, yet you could still have 5-star now, which is kind of weird. But just because they're changing up the format of it and how it gets scored and what you specifically need to do to get those stars. And some of them might be slightly easier, some of them might be slightly harder. How many stars will we get in 3.5? We're getting 10 more, and we're probably going to get another 10 more in the future as well. based on how they're doing it. That doesn't mean we'll actually be able to reach that far. It just means they're expanding it that far. They're planning for ahead of time, like way into the future. The format that they're going for will be able to last for the rest of this game. They're making it so that it'll be adaptable for the entire history of Gems of War. So that's the big change that they're making to it. It might not seem that impactful initially, but the new format that they're doing will allow them to upscale it through, like, for 5 years forward, pretty much. If Gems of War is even around that much longer. Or, you know, for that long, I mean. But, yeah, they planned, like, very, very far ahead with it. Like, ridiculously far ahead. Okay, we'll go and, let's match. Will we need 20 troops, at Mythic? Yeah, somewhere's around there. It's pretty much how many you need for 10-star Kingdom. I forget the exact value, but yeah, somewhere's around there is correct. Alright, we'll throw the Mercy down. Get Infernus into kills, go from there. But yeah, I don't think Salty replied back yet. Let me go double check. No, she didn't reply back to my other response. I'm really curious what she said about it. She didn't say anything. Okay. Oh well. Hopefully she will later. Yeah. She just, the only thing that her current thing says is that I can't stream it before her stream on, tomorrow. But the way that she words it makes it seem like after she does that stream, I can. So hopefully that will be the case. She just hasn't replied back to confirm. Okay, well, let's go and, go throw Infernus down. What else do we need to move around? Go take the yellow. Well, there's not going to be any kingdom prior to next patch that will have a high enough stars. Right? I don't think anything's getting it until... Under the current system, I don't think anything was getting it until, like, another month or two. Wasn't it? We're not going to be able to 10-star anything prior to next kingdom. I mean, prior to next update. 9 stars is the highest anything can go to, as of currently. Okay, what do we even need here? I guess we'll throw down an Infernus, go from there, get a bunch of kills down. Yes, kingdoms will essentially go to 20 stars starting next patch. Though, that's a weird way of looking at it due to how they're shifting it. We're basically going to be calling it by rarity probably for now on, with how they're changing it. Currently, we're at rare rarity kingdoms. So, the first 5 stars is common rarity. The next 5 up to 10 is rare. The next 5 up to 15 is ultra rare. The next 5 is epic, so on and so forth. Then legendary, then mythic. So they're currently, we're up to a rare system, or based on next system, where the current system is technically up to rare. And then next patch is going to be going up to epic. And then sometime way in the future, like maybe a year or 2 from now, they'll extend it to mythic. But yeah, they planned it all the way down. But there's a gigantic expansion to kingdoms, and it will last forever. As far as how far they can be upgraded. Okay, we'll go and we'll take the red. Get an Infernus down. Oh, you already got Barrier. That's the only bad thing about this team. It doesn't have a quick Dispel. We basically have to cast Infernus just to dispel his team, which isn't the most efficient way of doing it. Also, what is happening? I think we just lost. What do we do about this? I think we just Skull Distract. Is this enough damage? Let's hope so. Okay, it is. Unfortunately, his 2 biggest damage sources what got to live. And I think we're dead. We're pretty close to it. What do we move? We can take some yellow. It's not really worth going for, though. We'll just explode. Hey, we still got the yellow after all. And we're dead. Rip. Divine, stop being so strong. You know what? I'm about to go use that Crimson Bat Skull Spam team real quick just for fun against them. Or not. Oh, never mind. I thought that was your treasure gnome for a second. Well, it is, but it's not a real one. It's a fake. Alright, we'll go and take the red to red. They'll skull us, that's fine. Actually, no, never mind, that's not fine. Hello, Scion. Ah, there goes my mana. We'll take a red. Take a purple afterwards. Oh, where's the surge? We didn't surge on either of them. That's not good. We'll take the red right there. Didn't get extra turn off the top. Throw in Furnace. Hopefully get the kill or do something. Good enough. We're one we're one, what's his name away from getting it down. We'll take a brown. Grab that. That's full mana and that's dead. Because we get the other kill, which will kill the Scion. Never mind, it'll just kill them out straight. We have 11 stars now. What currently has 11 stars? No, nothing currently has 11 stars. Well, I don't count the first one. That doesn't really ever get counted as anything. It's the weirdest thing ever that it has one little silver star just sitting there doing nothing. But, yeah, the new format won't have this little weird star all the way at the beginning. It goes basically, how it's going to be going is, it'll be no stars, then it'll be a normal white colored, silver colored, whatever you call it, that color right there. Common star, then you'd go up to 5 common stars, then it goes to green stars, which are rare stars, and then it goes into those 5 green stars, then it goes into 5 blue stars for ultra rare, and then it's epic, and so on and so forth, all the way until we eventually reach 20 stars at epic, or 30 stars in the future at mythic, though that's no time soon. Even the current format that they're expanding out to, I don't think we'll be able to reach even remotely soon, because they're expanding to 20 stars when we're not even at 10 star yet. Starting next patch. Okay, we'll go and take the blue, take the green. Throw the purple over. How'd you do this? Yeah, we'll just take it. Oh, that's not full mana. 1 mana off, of course, because we don't have a +1 for it. I'll go Mercy it, throw in Furnace down. But yeah, does anyone else still have any other questions? Things to note. Tomorrow's stream will be... tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow's... well, I guess tomorrow's stream as well, but... Tomorrow's week will be Centaurs for Divinian Fields. Divinian Fields will be the event key drop table. Nothing too interesting is coming in as far as troops, though you will be able to get all the trait stones you need for Archer fully traded. And if you do not have Archer fully traded, I highly advise doing so by the end of next week, as it will be a very useful hero class to use next patch. As well, mainly because it's one of the most well-rounded classes. So it's probably going to be the first hero class you're going to want to max out, because that will be a thing starting next patch. You have to max out hero classes even further than what they do now. And it takes quite a while to do so, about 28 hours at the quickest possible win rate, pretty much. And of course, a little bit longer if you're not using the quickest possible win rate. Other than that, Salty will be doing her spoiler stream tomorrow night. We'll be doing our normal standard stream of the new content tomorrow night, which will be right before hers at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. Then we'll go over to Salty's stream and she'll be doing more spoilers. Ideally, if she gives the okay, I will be able to go, and not tomorrow, but the following day on Tuesday, our nightly stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be 3.5. Not the actual 3.5, the beta version of 3.5, but I really, really hope I'll be able to stream it. I know several people have been asking, and people have been asking questions about it and stuff, but we might finally be able to show it. Been meaning to for ages, it's just I'm not allowed to until they give the okay to do so. What are some good teams for invasions next week? Oh, we went over the one. It's this team or this team with Stargazer, if it will load. Load. What are some... Oh, never mind, I already read that question. But it's this team right here, or Stargazer if you don't have Wordbreaker. You can put Stargazer there. But yeah, the new invasion troop, followed by hero using Mang with any half mana start, followed by Herdmaster, followed by either Wardbreaker or Stargazer. And the banner could change depending on what we actually want to do with our team. I'm actually not fully certain on what I'll be doing for the banner. Yeah, I'd have to kind of decide that as we kind of mess around with it. I'm actually not fully certain. But yeah, basically this general premise of a team. You run the new invasion troop up front, just because the invasion troop's always pretty good up front, especially if you have it fully traded, even more so. Standard Mang, as you would in pretty much every raids and invasions. Herdmaster, because of mana accumulation. Best thing you could use, and it's pretty much everyone has it as well. It's only an ultra rare. Fully traded, it's even more useful. Has that air link, which is helpful to get its mana up even quicker. And other than that, we have Worldbreaker to keep spamming out a bunch of damage, as well as just keep getting the mana accumulation. And we can also infinitely loop with the mana accumulation of Herdmaster into Worldbreaker more often than not. And yeah, we might even try a dragon version of this team, because we can go triple dragon, we can go hero, we can go Worldbreaker, and we can go Dragatar. All three of them can count as centaurs and would work as dragons. So that'd be kind of funny, and we could go and do that. It'd be a 3 times dragon, 4 times centaur team, which is kind of weird and clunky, but it would technically work. And but yeah, this general premise of team, with this being replaced with Stargazer, is pretty much what you would end up going with. You thought you could only earn class EXP in PvP. No, you earn class EXP everywhere, but it gives more in PvP, though I don't know if it'll convert over as more. So I would probably just do Explore, because I believe every battle you do prior to next patch will only count as 1 EXP, not 2, because I don't think the game can identify the difference between a normal battle and you doing a PvP battle yet. But next patch, basically, things like challenges, explores, and quests will give you 1 EXP towards your hero class, and 2 EXP will be earned from doing things like arena, PvP, raids, invasion, guild wars, stuff like that. Game modes like pet rescue, I believe, bounty, stuff like that, all give 2 EXP, whereas quicker battles like quests, explore, challenges will only give you 1 EXP. Though at this current moment in time, I do believe it is better than, like I said, to just do explore spam, because I don't think the game can identify the difference between the two. I think it's just checking how many wins you have, and then converting that into 1 EXP each. So whatever the current amount of wins you have on a current hero class, and you need 5,500 EXP. So basically, currently you need 5,500 wins on 5,050 wins on every hero class in order to have it fully maxed out. So as you can see, we're definitely done with Archer, like 2 times over. But things like, let's say, Assassin, we still have a long ways to go. We currently have, why did they make this so hard? We're only like halfway there. And similar other hero classes, like Sorcerer, we're pretty close, but we're not all the way there. Oh, this would be a pretty good example of how I could break it down. Let me see. Yeah, that is exactly what it's doing. It's just converting how many wins you have into 1 EXP each. Should just do Explore spam, because it is just doing it as 1 EXP each. I can tell from this value right here, compared to how much EXP I have on it on the beta version, that it is indeed counting each one of these as 1 EXP. I need, I believe, 5,050, if I'm not mistaken. It's whatever 11. It's whatever 101 plus 100 plus 99 all the way down is. I believe that's 50 or 5,050. But yeah, you would need 5,050 wins with every hero class essentially, and you'd want to grind that out as basically right now, if you have the time. Of course, that takes forever. It's about 20 hours per hero class, if not longer. But it is technically most efficient time-wise to do it now than later. I guess technically either or. I don't know. It's just going to feel weird doing it later, because you're going to be probably wanting to use your better hero classes later, instead of having to go and level them. I don't know, I guess it doesn't really matter too much what time you do it on. Plus, there's going to be plenty of additional ways to gain EXP next patch as well. Like, running casual PvP might be pretty quick for it. Running arena might be pretty quick for EXP for it next patch. Though right now, at this current moment in time, explore spamming is by far the quickest hero EXP you can get for each of your hero classes. Also, this is only assuming that it rolls over as well. We still don't have 100% confirmation that our current wins roll over, though it probably will. Let's see. Think of your Centaur-based raid phrase for tomorrow. Oh, ha ha ha. I don't know what we'll spam her with. I think it will just be give us 3.5. It's probably not even going to be Centaur related. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading off for now. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Happy Father's Day. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow for the event objectives, and just kind of going over everything. And hopefully on Tuesday, not tomorrow, but the following day, we should hopefully be able to show next version. That'll be a lot of fun to go stream. But yeah, that's up to Salty, not me. So go ask Salty about it. What's up with weapons having a kingdom? That's actually relevant. Based on kingdom power levels, it's actually required to have X amount of weapons to get every single kingdom upgraded. Ooh. It's really annoying. But I don't mind too much because I have literally every weapon in the game. But it's going to be really annoying since there isn't a particular way to farm a specific kingdom's weapons. Though maybe they'll add a feature in the future that will have that capability, because there will be a lot of requests for it starting next patch. Because you need a specific amount of weapons within a kingdom in order to upgrade that kingdom star levels at certain points. And obviously, if some of those weapons are locked behind old content weapons, like let's say ssaszix blades, then that would be very annoying. Because weapons like, let's say, Celestial Staff, which is a Divinian, a Stormheim weapon. Wait, it is? I thought it was Whitehelm. Okay, well, apparently it's a Storm... Oh, never mind, that's our hero class. This weapon is specifically Whitehelm, though, if I'm not mistaken. Or that's at least what the event it came out in. But, yeah, this weapon is associated with Whitehelm. And with that being said, with every single weapon being... Yeah, where does it show you what affiliation the weapon is? I thought it did. It does somewheres. Okay, I forget where it does, but every weapon does have an affiliation to a kingdom, and that's going to be relevant starting next patch. Spoilers. Salty will be spoiling that in 24 hours anyways, it's fine. Anyways, guys. Willow worth building team around? No Forest Guardian? No. Normally, just better using ssaszix in that case. Unless you're specifically using brown spam. If you're using just some kind of standard Gorgolfa team, I guess it's fine, because you already have the skull reduction. But if you're using it anything other than in the Gorgolfa team with brown spam, I wouldn't really bother using Willow. You're probably better off just using ssaszix. Anyway, guys, I'll see you all later. Thank you all so much. And, oh wait, sorry, one other question I missed. Weapon of next week. Weapon of next week is useless. It just dispels all enemies, does a little bit of poke damage, and halves their attack. It's pretty useless. 13 mana cost, green, yellow. Completely useless in its current state. Maybe it'll get some good upgrades next patch with the Ignots that you can put into it. But other than that, it's not going to be worth using ever. But still probably worth getting, because as I mentioned, it's going to be required for kingdom upgrades, but it's still pretty bad. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming down. I'll see y'all later, and goodbye, everyone.